Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol JNUG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Yes, the markets are still open, so your eyes are not deceiving you. That candle may form and look a little bit different here. But as far as what I want to talk about, I feel comfortable getting started here, unless some sort of crazy movement happens, which would be cool. We'd catch it on video here. Then, like I said, what I talk about here is going to stand regardless of where the price closes. And really what immediately stands out to me is you got to give credit where credit's due. There's just an absolutely beautiful uptrending trend line in place right now. You go back through the history of essentially, when the price bottomed out here. So you had that low, pulled back, bounced off nicely. So these 2 points are essentially what dictated the trend line. And, this just shows the power of charts right there. Bounced right off it. Bounced right off it. Didn't quite hit, but I think we can all agree got within the range of it. So the overall idea here being that, assuming you care about more so the big picture of things, the easiest way to gauge the health of the overall movement since the bounce. So again, how am I defining the movement? Well, this right here. This is what I'm defining as the movement from those lows. Just watch that trend line, and as long as the price is above that orange trend line, then the bulls are in 100% full control of the chart. Even if the price were to drop below that orange line, you do actually have not that far below the purple line there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average, keyword being moving. So as the name implies, that line's also going to move. So it's going to kind of be a mirror image almost of that trend line that we have right here. So you almost have kind of like dual trend lines working its way upwards. So in other words, the trend currently right now is definitely in the bulls' favor. Now, if the price, crashes down through both of those, that would be a pretty big red flag that, hey, maybe the chart's losing some steam and a potential reversal may be on the horizon. But as of right now, like I said, you got to give credit where credit's due, and the trend is definitely very nicely in the bulls' favor via the trend line and then the moving average. What about areas of resistance? As far as where the sellers are at, you have a little short-term resistance right here this afternoon that formed right up there at about 1125. And then after that, nothing fancy or complicated other than the fact that the party stopped during the first 30 minutes today, up right around $11.40. So keep an eye on those couple levels going forward. Although, like I said, as long as the price remains above those trend lines and the moving average, bulls are in full control of the current movement. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.